Greetings, everyone. 2K Sports brings you the NBA. We'll see Atlanta and the Chicago Bulls.
All right, ready to go? Ready to go?
And at Chicago to start out, a look at Atlanta's opening lineup. They've got Willis, Rivers out there with Whitman. Then it's Wilkins, and it's Rollins in at the 5. Now here's Gervin. From 10 feet out, it's hauled in by Willis. Wilkins kicks to Rivers. Whitman, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line.
Ready. 2 shots.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Whitman drops them both. On defense, Atlanta. And here is Macy. Pass to Gervin. Right at the free throw line. And he drops that one in.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
It's Wilkins on the wing. From 15 feet away, and that one's good. Wilkins has got his first 2 points.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
Feeds it to Jordan. Shoots from 12. Rebound by the Hawks. Now Rivers. Now the pass to Wilkins. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, I caught up with the head coach for the Hawks, and he said, honestly, it's hard to separate these teams on paper. We're similar in so many ways that it's difficult to find an area where one side really has an advantage. He said he wouldn't be surprised if this one was decided by just a few points. Perfect for us, guys.
All right, Doris, a hard game to predict, isn't it, guys?
It really is. On paper, just impossible to separate these two teams, and that should make for a hotly contested battle.
Boy, that's what it looks like to me as well. I mean, I certainly would not want to have to make a call as to what's going to happen or who's going to come out on top in this one.
And here's Rivers following the three-pointer by Michael Jordan. There's a screen by Willis. Rivers against Macy. Rivers can't get it to go. Atlanta on D. They trail by 1. Screen by Oakley. To the inside. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Chicago making some changes. Corzine comes in for Green, and it's Paxson in for Macy. Concax checked in for Atlanta. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first. They set the pick. Wilkins kicks to Willis. Jordan against Whitman. Shot clock at 6. Rivers dishes to Wilkins. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Paxson passes to Corzine. And here's Paxson. It's Gervin on the wing, defended by Wilkins. And that one's good. Gervin.
It's been a very efficient first quarter for him. He's creating good opportunities and converting those that he creates.
Rivers kicks to Willis. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
And Chicago has possession after the basket by Atlanta. The drive by Jordan. Can't get it to go. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Rivers passes to Whitman. Here's Concat. Hawks passing it around. Baseline jumper. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
That is so tough to defend. He'll cross you over in a nanosecond. That move is next to unstoppable.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
It's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
You know what? They're dominating on the backboards. They have controlled the paint thus far.
Flexing their muscles down low, and they've limited second chances too, guys.
The Hawks leading. Higgins is out there with Green. Then it's John Paxson. Then it's Corzine. And it's Macy in at the point guard position. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Up the floor. Finished off the break. Macy's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Bulls. And here's Atlanta. Johnson, the pass to Livingston. Johnson up top, defended by Macy. Offensive rebound. One-on-one here. Good D by Webb.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
Carr sets a screen. 6 to shoot. Webb against Paxson. Webb can't hit. Chicago leading. And Macy kicks to Green. Here's Corzine. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Pass to Carr. 13 feet away, and he drops that one in.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Green, the screen. Here's Macy. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Macy's got the lead up to 3 now for Chicago.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Webb. Rebound, Macy.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Green, the screen. Macy passes to Corzine. Green with a screen on Webb. Back to Green from 18 feet away. The shot is off. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Back to Johnson. It's stolen by Green. In transition, here come the Bulls. Macy, that's good. Now it's a 5-point Bulls lead.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. So for the Bulls, Charles Oakley, he's checked in for Green. Gervin comes in for Higgins. And it's Jordan in for Macy. .55 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Chicago leading by 5. Gervin outside. Softly drops in the floater. Gervin's got 6.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
And it's Wilkins finishing it off.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Whitman against Jordan. 14 feet away. Rebound by the Hawks.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Now here's Gervin. He's got 6. And there's the feed to Jordan. Rivers. No good. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Bulls lead by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. The Hawks trail by 5. On the court for Atlanta. Rivers out there with Whitman. Then it's Wilkins. Then there's Willis. And it's Rollins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Shot's good. Wilkins has got the first bucket of the third here for the Hawks.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Macy up top. He's guarded by Rivers. Green in the post. Willis on him. Oakley dishes to Jordan. Pocket 2. Wilkins grabs the miss.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. And he gets it to go.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, Kevin. Well, the Hawks coach had some advice for his team over that last break. He preached patient offense and encouraged his guys to use the shot clock. He wants his guys to be deliberate. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And Mazick's to Gervin. Shot from 12. Can't get it to go. Wilkins with the defensive effort. The dish to Rivers. It's Wilkins on the wing. Covered by Gervin. It's Wilkins with the drive. The Atlanta shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And it's tied up with that one. Atlanta making some changes. Hastings comes in for Rollins. And Webb subbed in for Rivers. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Macy against Webb. Macy passes to Jordan. A floater, and he sinks the layup. Jordan's got 7 points.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
Here's Webb. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And the Hawks lead by 1. Neither side has relented a bit in this back and forth affair.
Well, 8 lead changes, Kevin, so far as the teams are battling it out here in the third.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
And Macy kicks to Green from 12 feet out. It's hauled in by Willis. Webb with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Pass to Whitman. Dishes it to Wilkins. Gervin against Webb. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Bulls.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
There's no doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Passes it to Macy. Green with a screen on Whitman. Macy against Whitman. Here's Jordan. Here's Green. Dominique Wilkins comes up with the rebound. The Hawks leading.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation. When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Oakley, a screen on Whitman to the left side wing. Just his first attempt. Shot's good by Oakley. And Clark, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
The pass to Whitman. Kicks to Webb. Fires the 3. No good trying to beat the buzzer. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's Chicago. They lead by 1. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Chicago leading. Oakley is out there with Corzine. Then there's Paxson. Then it's Jordan. And it's Gervin in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Jordan the screen. Wilkins against Gervin. Another one falls for Chicago.
Wow, the fans are really getting their money's worth tonight. What an entertaining ball game.
Up to this point, Greg, it's been almost impossible to separate these teams. I think this one's going to be close all the way.
All alone, and it's Jordan with the jam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Johnson outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
The Bulls leading by 3. Chicago calls timeout. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
Higgins, he's checked in for Oakley. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Rollins checked in for Concacaf. Here's Jordan. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bulls?
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets. And there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
Well, you've also got to love how aggressively they've taken that ball to the basket and scored off dribble penetration.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. The Bulls leading by 3. Here's Gervin. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
They set the screen. Rivers with it. Johnson outside. He kicks to Rivers. From deep. The long distance 3 is buried. Chicago calls timeout. Macy, he's checked in for Paxson. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Whitman is checked in for Johnson. Screen by Corzine. Outside Jordan. He dishes it to Gervin. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Gervin's got 6 in the quarter.
You know, that part of the floor, guys, is more or less his real sweet spot, right in his wheelhouse.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're down by 4. 1:51 left to play here in the fourth. He's checked in for the Bulls. Here's Wilkins. Pass to Livingston. Wilkins dishes to Rivers. It's Wilkins on the wing. Covered by Gervin. A nice shot by Rivers.
Well, they found the touch here in the second half from the field, and everything else we talk about, folks, rebounding, defense, all of that, this game is still about making shots. You got to put the ball in the basket. That's the bottom line, and they found a way to do it here in the second half.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're up by 2. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. Atlanta making a switch here. Willis is checked in. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Jordan, the pass to Green. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Shooting star, Sidney Green. Taking 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Wow, I tell you what, those free throws will give them some much-needed breathing room. 2-possession game now.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're losing by 4. 1:32 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Wilkins. Rebounded by Corzine.
Major defensive lapse right there. And he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Shooting star, at the line for 2.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Macy against Rivers. He feeds it to Wilkins. 1:12 left in the game. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Looking at the game for Wilkins, he has 12 points and also an assist.
At the line,
and no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. Bulls making a switch here. Oakley's checked in. He's able to hit the second one, and that brings them within 5.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
The drive by Jordan. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Here's Rivers. Here's Wilkins. Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Big-time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Feeds it to Oakland. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Rivers has got that jam. I mean, just beautiful.
And Kevin, maybe the play of the game right there.
A tremendous instinct, Schröder, to come up with a steal and then attack the basket.
Game changer right there, guys. An unbelievable play to make it this stage of a really tight ball game.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us... that is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish. They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to him.
The drive by Jordan. Whitman grabs the miss. And the Hawks with possession. It's a one-point game. The feed to Rivers. Here's Wilkins. Oh, missed it. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that will put them up by 2. Atlanta calls timeout. They're behind by 2. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The dish to Rivers. Back to Wilkins to take the lead. Right between the eyes. Chicago calls timeout. Guys, what do you think?
They don't have enough time here to catch and shoot. Their only hope is to try to tip it in off the inbound pass. That's always a difficult shot.
So it's the Hawks who come out on top. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Dominique Wilkins.